Hello my friends, thank you so much for joining me again today. Today I have something different happening. As you can see, these are not normal tarot cards or oracle cards. These are actually Russian Gypsy Fortune Telling Cards. So I thought that we would give those a try. I've used them only a few times before. I quite like them. I don't know where they come from. They just are they're in my family and somebody lent them to me, and yeah, I don't know, I think they're really cool. So we're gonna roll with that today. So it's gonna be a little bit different. I'm not familiar with the images on the pictures. They don't translate into like tarot at all. So what I'll do is I will lay out the spread, and then I will have to pause the video, gather my info, and then I will prepare the reading for you. So yeah, this is a little bit different. Basically what we do here is we use all of the cards and we lay them out 5 by 5. Every single card is used, and you'll see once we put some cards together, there's opportunity for pictures to be completed, images to be made, and when an image is completed, that will give you a particular fortune. Now, if the image is upright or upside down or facing one way or another, that also affects the fortune and the image and what it's trying to tell us. So they're super cool and I can't wait to show you guys. So let's get started with it. So here we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And pile 1 we have the black kyanite, pile 2 we have Apache tear, and then pile 3 we have desert rose. So this is just a general sort of reading with the Gypsy Fortune Telling cards, and we will see what they say. All right guys, see you soon. Hey pile 1, if you guys picked the black kyanite, then this is the reading for you using the Russian Gypsy Fortune Telling cards. As always, I'm going to start with some background on black kyanite. So if you chose this pile, it's possible that this particular stone has a meaning for you. So here we go. Black kyanite is a stone of channeling, altered states, vivid dreams, dream recall, and visualizations. It gives protection during these states. It brings loyalty, honesty, and tranquility, and diminishes anger and confusion. It does not retain negative energy and never needs energetic cleansing. It does align and balance all chakras, often very suddenly. Kyanite can remove energy blockages. Also used as a booster to meditations and is associated with the root chakra. It's very protective and deflects negativity. So that's awesome. Okay, cool. So what I will do for you guys here, group 1, I'm going to lay out the cards, and you'll cut. So sorry for the wobbles there. I get restless sitting still, so I move around a lot, and I sometimes will bump the table, which of course jiggles the camera, so sorry. Okay, so yeah, you'll see what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out the cards, make some room here, and as I go, I will rotate the cards if it makes a picture, and then at the end we will review all the pictures that are made, and then at the very last card, which I hope that you'll be able to see everything, but the very last card, we take the reading from each picture. In the case that you don't get any, they make that as a rule, but for everybody we take the last 4 images. So no matter what, you'll get a reading, at least at the very end. So here we go. Hey, pile one. So I have translated what we have here. So just to point it out for you guys, we have, so your first match was the sun upside down, which I don't know if you can see because of the glare, but the sun, those two cards made the sun upside down. The next match that we had was the bridge, which was like north-south facing. And then we had the demons, which were upright. And then the final card, which we read, you have the snake, the knot, an angel, and the book. So what this is telling me is, so with the sun, this typically means warmth and strength of character, but because it's upside down, it's communicating that there's a certain coldness of the heart which will freeze you. And so what it means by that is you may have had some heavy emotional event happen recently that's kind of soured you or put you in a negative headspace. And so this is a time for you to recharge, basically. It advises to avoid people because with where you're at right now, your best self is not going to be presented. So you want to avoid people so that you don't say or do or convey anything that you don't mean. So that's kind of what the sun is saying. It also says to avoid any arguments just because of where your headspace is at. It's just not it's not a good time. So this is a time for you to kind of recharge, re-energize yourself so that you can get that sun turned right back up. Okay, and so then next we have the bridge. And so the bridge means deliberate change. And because it is in this position, so we have the arrows here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that means that this bridge is right facing. Sorry guys. So the right facing bridge means that you will be connected to a loved one. Basically, you will build a bridge that will draw you closer to somebody. So this is, of course, a bridge connecting two things, typically how a bridge works. But this one is specifically with a loved one. It's saying that sometimes in life, we can drift apart from people that we love, people we're close to, whether it's parents, friends, family, children, partners. And so this is basically heeding you that it's going to be up to you to make that move, to make that step, to initiate building that bridge. If you would like to build a connection that lasts and stands the test of time, then you're going to have to put in the work right now. So just as a bridge, it takes time to build properly. If you want a strong bridge, you have to really, set out a good foundation, make sure everything is just so. If you want to build, a crappy bridge that's going to fall apart, you just throw it together, no big deal. But a strong bridge takes time and work and effort. So in a similar fashion, so do relationships. So this is kind of advising you to put in that effort with your loved ones, your this connection that it's referring to. Whether it's going to recitals or dinners or events or celebrations, it's advising to take that step, make that leap, and attend those things, so that you can, build towards a long-lasting connection. Okay, so then we have the demons. And the demons are upright, and they represent subconscious negative thoughts, which, you know, kind of actually goes hand in hand with the sun here. So it's basically saying in this position, do not listen to any negative thoughts that are trying to hurt you, trying to drive you in a negative headspace. Whether it might be feelings of greed, jealousy, doubt, insecurity, or, you know, paranoia, don't let it harm your self-confidence. Don't get stuck in this state and feed the demons. Don't do that. That's what it's advising here. So you may get these negative feelings, especially if you're in that state, but don't give in to them. Don't feed them. So kind of what I'm seeing is where you're at right now with the upside down sun, and these demons that are whispering in your ears. Lean on your family, lean on close relationships, lean on your loved ones. It may be hard, it may be really, really difficult, but take that step and lean on them, because they're going to be the ones that are going to kind of help you out. They're going to bring you across the bridge. They're going to turn your sun upside down, turn your frown upside down, and they're gonna help these demons go away. So then what we have here is the snake. The snake is an attack by someone, and it represents a verbal sting by a malicious person. So it could be somebody saying something negative about you, a friend or a family member, or a past relationship. It could be that, but it is a verbal attack of sorts. So the fact that we have the snake here, this pile one, I'm kind of getting the feeling that you guys, like I said, have come out from a negative emotional scenario. Maybe some of you have actually gone through a breakup. That's kind of what I'm picking up here. And so then we move on to the knot here, which represents family ties, and you have tied strong knots for a lifetime. Then we have here the angel, which represents a guardian angel that's helping you and bringing you towards a bright, wished for, happy future. And then finally we have the book, and the book is representing secret news, and the communication of a secret. So with all of this being said, whether you have gone through a breakup, or lost a job, or, you know, it doesn't even have to be that traumatic. Something has put you in a negative mindset that you do need to take a deep breath and kind of recoup from it. Don't listen to negative thoughts that are going on in your mind. If it is a breakup and, you know, and you're thinking, oh, they're going to be, you know, with somebody else soon enough, or they did this and that to me, you know, these things may be true. However, don't feed them. Do not feed them. What is fed is what will grow. So if you feed the negativity, you will breed negativity. It will be hard, but lean on these strong family ties, this knot here, lean on these strong family ties that you have. Their family or friends, close connection. within this close connection, there is going to be somebody that represents sort of like your guide, your angel, who's going to help steer you in the right direction, or help you see something in a different light. And once you get into this state of you know, of turning yourself around, once you get there, there's going to be news coming for you. It's something though that will only come when you're ready. So this angel, this guardian that you have, is going to help you get in the right headspace to accept this news. So you have to do the work on yourself, much like you have to do the work to build this bridge. For some of you, this could even mean building a bridge for a closer connection with yourself. Quite honestly, if you have to pick yourself up from the ground, from a fall, building a closer connection with yourself, the old, new, and the new you. Old you and new you, did I say? Yeah, I said that. Okay. Yeah, so that is, there's some healing that needs to be done here, group one, but there are good things coming. You are being protected with the angel here, and you do have some good news coming. Also, whatever may have hurt you or betrayed you, I still do see that you have strong ties that help ground you. So yeah, I'm seeing positive things going forward. You're just gonna have to put in the work to make sure that you rid yourself of these demons. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys, pile one. I hope you liked this. I know it's a little bit different than usual, but I thought it would be a fun thing to do. So give me a thumbs up if you liked it. If you want to subscribe to the channel, that would be amazing. Please leave comments below. Let me know what you thought of it. So that's all for now, but I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Hey, pile two. If you guys picked pile two with the Apache tier, then this is the reading for you. So as always, I will start with a little bit behind Apache tier and what it may represent. So just in case it pertains to the reading or it has information for you that you need. So Apache tier is a strong action to aid emotional healing, to bring you comfort, specifically when you're grieving. They are strong stones for grounding and protection, and to aid you to clear negative emotions that may be holding you back. They offer psychic protection. They will raise your ability to recognize the approach of menacing situations where you may be at risk. So, a great stone for when you're feeling vulnerable or in danger. So, what I am going to do for you guys is I will shuffle the cards and I will lay them out 5 by 5. It may not get entirely in the screen, but what I'll do is any matched sets that I have, I will isolate them. And of course, we will also read the last 4 images on the last card. So let's get this going. Okay, pile 2. So you guys actually didn't get any matches with the exception of the last one. So let me just get that one here for you, which is the moon upside down. So we will be reading the moon, but also these other 3 images. So just give me a minute here and I will, I'll get some more info for you. Hey, pile 2. So I have a breakdown here of the moon and what that means. So the moon represents peace. However, the position that it's in, which, so you can see these arrows here, that indicates the position. So this is, well, and of course the picture is upside down. But this is the 4th position. So what this is indicating here is that a delay in action will work against you. Also known as the early bird gets the worm. Basically, don't procrastinate. Don't put off what you need to put off. There's something that you would like to work towards, and you may be putting too much thought into it and not enough action. So you're going to need to kind of to change that up and start putting in the work to getting it. Make the steps, you know, don't just talk the talk, walk the walk. And then, you know, that once you do that, then you will see that rewards will be coming your way. This picture here is the hearse, and it is in the 2nd position. Rather, sorry, the last card we don't read in positions, they're all read upright. So the hearse represents a danger to physical and emotional state, and it can also basically represent sickness and illness. So you're going to want to be cautious. So this card can actually mean that you've recently, sorry again for the shaking camera, guys. It can mean that you've recently overcome an illness or a sickness. It could also be someone that you know. It could even indicate that you're going to need to watch what you are doing, what you're putting into your body, how you're treating yourself, how you're taking care of yourself, because it could lead to a serious illness. Don't delay. Do not delay. You know, look after yourself, or it could turn into something worse. So the next card we have here is the Lady, which represents support and help. So a feminine energy will be giving you support here. So it could be a mother, it could be a partner, it could be a friend, it could be a boss, a coworker, any number of these things. But there is a feminine in your life that will be giving you support. Finally, we have the bear, and the bear indicates work and effort, but with good results. So with caution, happiness will not elude you. Don't rush in. The bear itself represents basic survival instincts. So, okay, well, in survival instincts, we have to have a little bit more of a calculated approach. So, let's say that we only have so much firewood, and we're out in the wilderness. We can't just burn all of our firewood on the first night. We kind of have to ration it. So have more of a calculated approach. What I'm kind of getting overall here I know that this almost sounds like a contradiction with kind of like get off your butt and make stuff happen, but not too fast. What this is indicating to me is that you are putting something off. There's something that you are putting off. For some of you, I'm kind of feeling like it's applying for jobs. I don't know why that's really coming into mind here. But for some of you, I feel like it could be applying for jobs. So that's where you would have to have a more calculated approach. Like, you're going to want to apply for jobs that you're going to want to show up for. Don't apply for, you know, bag boy at the grocery store if that's something that you are not going to want to show up for, because then it's going to be very difficult for anyone to be able to support you through that if you've kind of already deemed it like a waste. But at the same time, I kind of feel like it could be that some of you are in a position where you are not feeling well. It could be depression, it could be anxiety, it could be illness in general. But I think that has kind of been, for some of you, holding you back from making necessary steps, not even just necessarily applying for a job, but that has been holding you back from taking steps, which totally understandable. I mean, I've battled with depression and anxiety myself, and I get that. But don't forget to lean on your supports. Okay? And this is indicating to me that it's going to take effort, it's going to be hard work, but it will pay off. Slow and steady wins the race. It's so much better to move at a slow pace than to not move at all. And that's kind of what I'm getting here, is that while it is telling you to get up and move, you don't have to do it at any sort of speed. Just make the first step, make the first stride, and you will have people that will help you along the way. Once you start making the effort and putting the energy there as well, you'll see an improvement in any health issues that you're experiencing, because it's going to give you that drive, that energy, that purpose. So there is a positive outcome. However, it is in your hands, of course, as much of fate is usually in our hands. There's not going to be things that are going to fall in our lap if we don't get out and put ourselves out there. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys, pile 2. Good things are on the horizon for you, but as much as it's going to be a lot of work, it's time to take that step. And do not forget to lean on anyone who is willing to support you. And you know, sometimes there are people out there who are willing to support you that you're not even aware of. So put the word out there. Make that first step, and people will come to you if they see a way that they can help. So pile 2, I hope that helped you. If you liked this reading, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more. Other than that, let me know what you thought of these cards. They're a little bit different, but I kind of like them. So let me know in the comments section below what you thought of them. And yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. Bye guys. Hey pile 3, if you guys chose the Desert Rose on pile 3, then this is the pile for you. So as always, I will start out with a little bit of background on the stone that you chose, just in case there's a message there for you. Yeah, so Desert Rose. It is a stone of the mind. It promotes intuitive perceptions, mental ability, and clarity. It calms the worries of the mind from distractions and disruptions and clarifies thinking and perception. Desert Rose can be used to relieve stress and enhance willpower. So that's kind of cool. I really like this one. The texture, I don't know, kind of fun. Okay, So what I'm going to do here, pile 3, is I'm going to shuffle the cards and then I'm going to lay them out 5 by 5. They won't all make it in the shot, I apologize for that, but what I'll do is I'll isolate any matches or any pairs and bring them in shot for you. Then what we'll do is I will get information on the matching pairs, and then also on the last card, because the last card we do take into consideration, and then I'll let you know what they're saying. All right, guys, let's get ready to roll. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 matches, and then the 4 here. So let's start with the overall meanings and we will go from there. So the forest represents people around you, and this particular position stands for continuous friendships with many worthwhile people. So a nice lush forest, essentially. And then we have the crayfish here, which represents learning to cope with fate. In this particular position, however, it indicates that your pride will be hurt. And then we have the anchor, which represents stability or hindrance. In this position, stands for success in love, or it's trying to tell you that you are loved. And then we have the castle upside down, which represents, the castle itself is for security, but upside down represents an illness. Okay, and so then these 4 here, we have the horse, which is emotional upheaval, and it stands for, a vivid or traumatic event, a life event. And then we have firewood, which is physical health. It represents a good state of health. Mice, the mice is for loss or finding of a material item, but it's telling us that you will find what you've lost. And the ship is for finances and adventure. You will receive inheritance or winnings. So for you guys, pile 3, it certainly sounds like, a bit of a roller coaster ahead. I won't lie. We've got a lot of cards of illness, but then getting better, and then we've got that your pride will be hurt, but also you are loved. So, you know, a lot of this and that happening. But overall, I do feel that it will end on a good note. At the end of the day, you are loved. As far as your pride being hurt, I kind of, for some of you, I'm feeling that this is pertaining to a breakup. And the reason I say that is because of the forest of friends, worthwhile people, worthwhile friendships. You have friends in abundance. So while your pride may be hurt and you may feel unloved, this is telling you here that you are loved. You will have success in love again in the future. And not to worry about that. Now, as far as the castle upside down, an illness, sometimes what can happen is, you know, if our pride is hurt or we are, if our pride is hurt or we are in a negative situation, sometimes that can affect our health. An illness can also be a mental illness as well, so it could even be depression from having your pride hurt and experiencing that traumatic life event. And what this could also be saying for some of you is it may not even be a breakup. For some others, it may be this traumatic life event has hurt your pride. So I don't know, for some of you it may be a loss of a loved one. For some of you it may be the loss of a job. However, you have lots of friends, you are loved in some cases as well. You do still have success in love. So while you may feel like you have failed perhaps elsewhere, you do have this success that you do need to focus on. And it's interesting because the mice stands for loss or finding of an item, and it says that you will find what you lost. I'm getting a strong feeling that for some of you this is a loss of a piece of you. Something that you feel, because your pride was hurt, you feel a piece of you was lost along with it. But you will find it again. You have the support and you have the love to be able to find that again. And at the end of the day, let's not forget that you have the ship, and the ship represents you will receive an inheritance or winning. And that's kind of why I feel that for some of you it may pertain to the loss of a loved one. You may inherit something from them. Otherwise, you know, you may be gifted something, or you may win something. So I don't know if you play the lottery or what have you. I don't see it being something quite as big as that. So I wouldn't go out and buy, you know, a bunch of tickets for the lottery. Of course, do whatever you feel drawn to do. But just there's not a lot of other cards indicating like financial security or finances or money. Just the ship, which is finances. My goodness, you guys, I'm a mess today. Finances or adventure. So that's why I feel like it's not so much of like winning the jackpot type of a thing for you guys. I feel more so it's an inheritance or like a small winning. Yeah, so overall here, be prepared for your pride to be bruised. But however, keep in mind that you do have a strong support net. You are loved, you have love, you have, you know, a lush forest full of strong friend relationships. So whether your pride gets hurt and you experience a traumatic life event due to an illness, maybe someone that you are related to gets really sick and then passes, and then you inherit something from them. Whatever the case may be, don't forget that that you do have the support that you need. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys, pile 3. I hope you liked it. I hope that you enjoyed these cards. They're a little bit different, but they're kind of fun. So they're a little more direct as well. So yeah, I hope you liked it. If you did like it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. And let me know what you think of the cards in the comments section. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time, I hope. Bye, guys.